couldn't say that he was my toughest to guard because we was all guarding him.
He wanted to make you quit.
He made a conscious effort to always treat the game as if the game was always 0-0.
Even in the back, he was hella intense.
Trying to penetrate, finds Jordan. Michael to the hoop. What a throw! Oh!
Prime Michael Jordan wasn't just great, he was terrifying. We're talking about a version of MJ that didn't just beat you, he broke you. Physically, mentally, emotionally. This was the Jordan that would drop 40 on you like it was nothing, lock up your best player, and stare you down like he already knew the ending, because he did. In his prime, MJ was the perfect storm. Elite athleticism, unstoppable skill, off-the-charts basketball IQ, and the most ruthless mindset the game has ever seen. He wasn't just out there to compete, he was out there to destroy. He'd take your confidence, your momentum, your hope, and strip it all away one possession at a time. And if you dared to talk some trash, you just signed your own death certificate. Players weren't just trying to guard Jordan, they were trying to survive him. Prime MJ made grown men question their careers. He was a nightmare with a jersey on, and there was no escaping it. In this video, NBA players who actually faced MJ explain just how scary he really was. Let's get into it.
We were just all scared of Jordan, so I mean you know, when you show me against him, yeah, I get a little hot. But we couldn't stop Jordan. I mean, you know, I'm looking at the highlights of Jordan, and you know, every single time we double teamed Jordan down court, but he still averaged his regular season average against the Pistons was 37.5.
Good grief.
And then some nights he would get hot, Q.
Man, that ain't hot.
On a bad night, right?
Ooh,
we was double teaming him every single time. I'm talking about Jordan.
Right.
You know, and you know, he gave us 60, 63. I mean, he was just unbelievable. So I couldn't say that he was my toughest to guard because we was all guarding him.
Right.
And when we wasn't guarding him, he may have gotten 100. You know, literally. I mean, he was that good.
And Smitty can attest to this. We had to guard him, you know, 35 to 40 minutes a game. And he was the Shaq of shooting guards because there's no way you were going to move him off the post. He was cat quick, and on top of that, he was going to embarrass you in front of your family and friends. So having said all that, if I'm starting a franchise, not only do I want to put people in the seats, because Michael will do that, but his skill level was so far ahead of everyone else.
It felt sometimes like he was toying with me like I toyed with high school kids back in the day. Michael could get into a mode at times where you really were at his mercy.
Played against Jordan back when he played for the Wizards, you know, and
yeah, what was that like?
It was great. I mean, everybody says it was back in the old days or at the end of his career where the bitch had 31 at halftime. Hold my ass. I'm glad I didn't get none of them Bulls days, bro.
We would go out to play against somebody, and you know, MJ coming, everybody's happy to see it, but even in the back when you're about to put your hands together, he was hella intense.
Yeah.
He was the last to come out. I would watch him put his sock up and then look at this sock. And then like had to be the same height. And then he would, you know, everything had to, like he was a gladiator. And I was like, I don't even think people realize how psycho this dude is. All you gotta do, pull his shirt out a little bit, it's gonna piss him off. It needs to be tucked perfectly. Just mess up his outfit. You know, that's the only way to stop him, to make him think about anything else but destroying you. And his mentality was destroy you.
Yeah.
Demean you. Finish you. Shouldn't even be on court with me. It's the best thought in the world.
Yeah, he wanted to, like Kobe, he wanted to embarrass you.
Yeah.
He wanted to make you quit.
Not just for today.
No, for life.
Yeah.
When every time you face him, he wanted to make you feel like, man, I ain't got nothing, I can't do nothing with this dude. I don't even want to play tonight. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make you quit.
When you mix talent like that with someone who actually loves the game, that's how you get Michael Jordan. That's what people don't understand about MJ. Like MJ had the talent, MJ had the love, and MJ had like this crazy affinity with competition. Like he just wanted to kill people. that's just even that's deadly. Like that should be against the law. What MJ was.
Well, I have a wide thumb away from my first finger, which gives me the grip of grabbing the ball and being able to move the ball. And it's like having a paintbrush to a certain extent, being able to create. If you can move the ball and move your instrument to an extent that it's pretty different and very rare in this game. Dr. J did this. Dr. J had, if you ever notice Dr. J's hand, his thumb is so far away from this finger, which gives him a better grip and a wider span so that he can pick a ball up off the dribble and do anything that he wants to do with it. I don't know, I have very long fingers. I can sense a good shot and a bad shot. If it comes off these 3 fingers, I feel good about the shot. If it comes off these 2, then my mechanics got screwed up somewhere.
I just thought of a funny thing. Did anyone ever analyze your palm? You know how they do palm reading? Do you ever have your palm reading?
No. You know, sometimes I kid and say, hey, this is how I got my name, Michael, M. I checked for both my hands, and I got M in my hands.
Wow.
Because the only other athlete who wanted to win as bad as I felt like I did. The only one. Like everybody say they want to win badly, but there are very few guys who would do whatever it takes, whether that's get 25 rebounds, whether that means score 40 points, or that means play defense, or just will your team and make sure they win.
Well, the best player I've played against has to be Michael Jordan, just because of the expectation each night that people will, I'm going to see Michael. What is he going to go for? 40? Is he going to score 50 tonight? Is he going to score 60? And he never let down, those people. He always came and put on a show. And while he was putting on a show, he's one of the hardest guys to guard. He can get to the basket, he can jump over you, he can shoot the jump shot, and he would let you know about it too. So he wasn't a guy who was quiet. He used to talk a little trash. Now when I say little, that's just putting it nicely, but he was probably the hardest to guard.
Who was the hardest player you had to defend?
And LeBron.
Early LeBron too.
Well, actually I think Jordan was the toughest, man. So Jordan, the reason I say
We're talking about Wizards Jordan?
Shit, yeah. The first year was his Jordan, not his last year. The thing about Jordan was you knew what he was going to do. You knew what he was going to do. And he gonna get you up, he gonna pull up. He gonna go left, pull up, go fade right. And you knew it was coming. Where like LeBron, when I first started guarding LeBron, I didn't really know what he was gonna do. And he was quite successful, but it was still like, it wasn't as predictable, which made it a little harder. But Jordan, I knew exactly what he gonna do. And then Kobe was pretty difficult too. I mean, those guys are, but if I had to give it to one, I would probably say Jordan, and maybe tied with LeBron and Kobe.
He made a conscious effort to always treat the game as if the game was always 0-0. It was such a unique perspective because Michael Jordan always wanted to play that possession, and he was trapped like in that moment. If you ask him today what the score of the game is, he's going to always approach it at 0-0, which kept him in that moment. He never let down. He constantly kept the pressure on you offensively, defensively, mentally, emotionally.
Including in the huddle?
Including in the huddles. And if you asked him what was the score, it was 0-0. And that, to me, was a different way to approach the game. And there were so many things that were different about the way he approached the game and the way I or many of the other players in the NBA. I mean, who goes out and you're up 20 and you're still playing the game if the score was tied? But he did that. He took practice that way. That was his approach to practice. That was his approach to the game.